जैसा कि हम लोग को पता है कि बीपीएससी का हियरिंग होने वाला है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, तो बाकी तो बीपीएससी का हालात है और बीपीएससी ने क्या बना रखा है हमेशा से, वो तो हम सबको पता ही है। बाकी कल सुप्रीम कोर्ट जैसे जगह पे संस्था में बीपीएससी का मैनेजमेंट देखिए इन लोगों का कि अटेंडेंट ही अवेलेबल नहीं है। मतलब ऐसा होता ही नहीं है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में कि अटेंडेंट अवेलेबल ना हो, ठीक है। बट यही है बीपीएससी का हालात। और देखिए आज तो जो है सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया तुषार मेहता बैठ रहे हैं, आई मीन बीपीएससी की तरफ से आ रहे हैं, तो देखने की बात है कि क्या होती है। और इसके अलावा देखिए क्या है कि एग्जामिनेशन आई मीन जो ये बीपीएससी का जो एग्जामिनेशन मेंस का है, ये रुके या ना रुके, या फिर जो लोग भी इतने शिद्दत से लड़ रहे हैं या बीपीएससी में कॉम्पीट कर रहे हैं, ये लोग बाकी लोग जितने भी हैं हमारे सत्याग्रही जो फ्रेंड्स हैं, तो इन सब का ये बहुत सही है कि एटलीस्ट मुद्दा को सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक ले जाया गया है। क्योंकि बीपीएससी में आज तक ऐसा कभी हुआ ही नहीं है। पहले से भी जैसा हुआ था कि कुछ भी हुआ और पटना हाई कोर्ट में मामला डिसमिस हो जाता था, लोग वहीं रुक जाते थे, वहाँ से आगे बढ़ते ही नहीं थे। लेकिन ऐसा पहली बार हो रहा है कि लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट में आए हैं, ठीक है। तो जो लोग भी हैं उन लोगों को बहुत बहुत बड़ी बात है ये, और अच्छी बात है कि मुद्दा उठाया गया है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक पहुंचा गया है। और देखिए आज ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट में क्या है मुद्दा। अब सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया ही बीपीएससी के तरफ से ज्वाइन करेंगे। इसके बाद जो अपने बीपीएससी के एडवोकेट्स हैं, सारे एडवोकेट्स आप देख रहे होंगे, मैडम है और जो गोंसाल्वे सर हैं, ये सब काफ़ी सीनियर एडवोकेट ऑलरेडी हैं। तो टॉप मोस्ट आज टॉप प्रायोरिटी में बीपीएससी का लिस्टेड है मुद्दा, पप्पू कुमार वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ बिहार, जिसमें बीपीएससी आता है। तो देखिए क्या होता है, बस थोड़े देर रहिए, हम लोग लाइव रहते हैं। और ऑनरेबल जजेस अब 10:30 हो चुका है, 10:35 हो चुका है, तो आएंगे ही। और जैसे ही आएंगे, अभी उनके तरफ से म्यूट है, तो मैंने सोचा कि हम अपनी बातें करते हैं। अब ऑनरेबल जज आ चुके हैं, देख रहे हैं हम लोग, और जैसे ही आएंगे अभी आ चुके हैं, तो हम अपना कमेंट्री बंद करते हैं। और
item number 13 with the consent of the respondent. I'm seeking a week's accommodation. 13 is the other side.
I am for the other side millets. I am for the other side millets. It was barred during last case millets.
He is seeking a week's adjournment. Do you have any objection, sir?
Millets, it may kindly be posted as a last chance millets. It is coming up for their rejoinder millets.
You want to file a adjournment? One last opportunity to file a rejoinder within a week. It is fine. Obliged.
Deeply obliged.
Item 5. They have given the opposite party is here. But pending for a long time. Nasun's freehold matter from state of UP, madam. Well, it has been pending for a long time. My lord had given a fixed date on the last petition. What do you want? After 3 weeks, my lord. There are several GOs, there are several documents which require to be followed. After 3 weeks are made in this whatever you want. After 3 weeks, we go very close to the summer vacation. Then after very short. Very close to the summer vacation. It will take some time also. It's a bunch of petitions around 26 petitions. 36. Third week of July, as he agreed. We are informed that the attendance of hearing for responses in some personal difficulty, but has been postponed. It's the first stand taken by the petitioners to direct the district of this branch of the first in the week commencing 21st July.
Lordships, may I mention item 33, Lordships? Lordship, there is some urgency. In fact, Lordships, we are being dispossessed today. We have photographs also, Lordships, to show that the respondent number 1 has encroached upon our land. We had informed the other side also in the morning, Lordships, that we will be seeking that it may be taken up today, Lordships, any time. Lordships, item 33, pleadings are also complete.
This is arising from what proceedings?
Lordships, it is our suit. Order 7/11, Lordships have been filed by them, it came to be allowed. But Lordships may just have the photographs for a moment.
You obstruct, you resist the agent.
Lordships, we have been resisting attempts.
It's not arising out of state action.
It is not out of state action, but
When it's
Lordships,
a private action, you have to.
just have a photograph.
Madam, it will be called on according to it.
Lordships, it bench is only till 1 o'clock. If it may not reach, then the SLP may become infructuous. That is my.
What SLP will become infructuous? Anybody can throw you out by force.
Lordships, they are.
बीपीएससी के जो लॉयर हैं पीछे बैठे हुए हैं.
If they are doing that, you have to resist.
Lordship may just give some fixed time for this matter.
बीपीएससी का स्टेटस एक बार बताओगे क्या?
Item 1.
टॉप
Your Lordship, I'm appearing for the respondent in item number 1.
This seeking transfer matters from Ahmedabad to Bharatpur in Rajasthan. There are two cases already pending in Bharatpur, 125 CRPC and 490.
Just one what you said, there are 2 cases pending in Bharatpur.
Yes, Your Lordship, there are 2 matters pending in Bharatpur.
Then allow.
Your Lordship, I have a humble submission to make, if you may please allow.
Yes.
देखिए अभी दूसरा केस चल रहा है, ठीक है. बीपीएससी का मैटर टॉप पे था. अभी देखिए मैं बताता हूँ क्या अपडेट है वहाँ का, मैं चेक कर रहा हूँ.
Bound by his duty to be physically present. And Your
Our
Lordship,
order
so
provides
his,
for virtual hearing.
I'm sorry, Your Lordship.
Our order provides that you
Yes.
get liberty to apply for participation in the proceedings to the virtual.
Your Lordship, if you may please add that if he can be exempted on all the hearing and it can only be present on the
You can
pot
make an
hearing.
application.
Good.
Make an application.
Should be
Yes, please.
Your Lordship, should the application be filed on the district courts or should we proceed an application in the honorable?
Before the transferring court.
All right, much obliged, Your Lordship.
What do you
Certainly.
want? Please, you allow the case. Item 42.
Lords, in item 42, I'm preparing for responding state to the Lords for the petition. I'm requesting for 2 weeks time to file my counter notice. It's an application for regular bill.
What is the statement in that?
अभी ऑनरेबल कोर्ट में आइटम नंबर 14 चल रहा है.
Lords, one
ठीक है,
Counter
देखिए कब आता
affidavit
है.
was not filed even on the last day.
42 चल रहा है आइटम नंबर.
takes fair, Lords, a week's appropriation. So the final.
When was notice served on that? 26 March.
17 March.
2 weeks. Valid within 2 weeks.
बीपीएससी कितना नंबर पे हम चेक कर रहे हैं, कितना नंबर पे बीपीएससी. कल तो सीएल नंबर 47, 48, 49, 50 सब था. आज देखते हैं क्या है.
Item 46.
In this case, the important thing will not
ये आ गया, BPSC का मुद्दा आ गया.
decision, which according to me was on insufficient grounds. Now, may I draw your lordship's attention to 2 documents, that is P10 and P11, in body 2. Unfortunately,
BPSC के
English
advocate live है.
translation is
एस्पिरेंट्स की तरफ से.
very good, so I'll read it out in Hindi, and if your lordship requires, I will just translate roughly what it means.
Page.
At page 624. This is बेशक लक्ष्मीश्वर लाल वरीय उप समाहर्ता पटना सह वरीय दंडाधिकारी दैट इज द डीएम सेवा में जिला पदाधिकारी पटना से संसद उपर्युक्त विषय संदर्भ में सादर सूचित करना है कि दिनांक 13/24 को बापू परीक्षा के लिए गुमराह बिहार लोक सेवा आयोग पटना द्वारा आयोजित बीएसआई प्रतियोगिता के दौरान मुझे वरीय दंडाधिकारी के रूप में प्रतिनियुक्त किया गया था। परीक्षा की तिथि को सभी प्रतिनियुक्त दंडाधिकारी, पुलिस अधिकारी एवं पुलिस बल समय अपने कर्तव्य पर उपस्थित थे। सभी परीक्षार्थियों को भी शांति में प्रवेश कराया गया। परीक्षा केंद्र पर प्रश्नोत्तर समय करीब 10:35 बजे कोर्ट में जोनल अधिकारी द्वारा उपलब्ध कराया गया। विधिवत तरीके से प्रश्न पत्र का सील्ड बॉक्स खोलने के पश्चात प्रत्येक ब्लॉक ए एंड बी के विभिन्न कमरों में प्रश्न पत्र एवं RSCL सेट का सील्ड पैकेट उपलब्ध कराया जाने लगा। प्रश्न पत्र वितरण में 10-15 मिनट विलंब होने के पर कुछ परीक्षार्थी केंद्र अधीक्षक एवं शिक्षकों के समझाने के बावजूद के विलंब के लिए अतिरिक्त समय दिया जाएगा, हंगामा होने लगा। परीक्षार्थियों को आपत्ति इस बिंदु पर भी थी कि उनके ही कमरे में सील बॉक्स को क्यों नहीं खोला गया। शोरगुल सुनकर अन्य कई कमरों में कुछ छात्र भी बाहर निकल गए एवं बुकलेट एवं उपस्थिति पत्रक छीनकर भागने लगे। उनके द्वारा ये अफवाह भी फैलाई जा रही थी कि परीक्षा रद्द हो गई है, जिसके कारण कुछ अन्य परीक्षार्थी भी बाहर आ गए तथा बुकलेट एवं OMR शीट लेकर परीक्षा केंद्र के बाहर परिसर में एकत्रित हो गए। So the question papers went out. उन्हीं में से एक परीक्षार्थी ने ट्रक से पत्र का पैक लिया और हाथ में लगाते हुए समूह के साथ गेट तोड़कर बाहर निकल गया। परीक्षार्थियों के कई कमरों में जाकर उपस्थित पत्रक आदि पत्रों को क्षतिग्रस्त कर दिया गया। इसके बावजूद उपस्थित अधिकारी एवं पुलिस बल द्वारा स्थिति को नियंत्रित करते हुए शेष परीक्षा को संपन्न कराया गया। सूचना प्राप्त होते ही जिला पदाधिकारी एवं वरीय पुलिस अधीक्षक पटना भी केंद्र पर पहुंचे और स्थिति को नियंत्रित किया, अन्यथा भारी तोड़फोड़ एवं आगजनी की परीक्षा। इसके अतिरिक्त कुछ परीक्षार्थी तोड़फोड़ एवं अन्य प्रकार से व्यवधान उत्पन्न करने पर आतुर थे ताकि किसी तरीके परीक्षा निरस्त हो जाए। अतः जिम्मेवार परीक्षार्थियों को उपद्रव के साथ ये किया जाए। Now, my lord, if your lordship will kindly see at page 638, 633, sorry, 633. This is the resolution passed by the BPSC.
The examination in all the centers started at
12.
12 for every center.
For every center.
And the duration of the examination was how?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Till 2 o'clock.
So if there is some disturbance in this particular center where most candidates were writing the exams, and if the question papers are leaked from there, how does it reach the examinees in the other centers?
They sent it by both WhatsApp messages. In fact, it was all over social media.
In the examination hall, are they allowed with the mobile phone?
They say, my lord, that jammers are installed. But fact of the matter is that students actually complained that there were no jammers. In fact, my lord,
there may not be jammers, but are they permitted to enter the hall
Without mobile, they cannot carry mobile.
Officially no.
Officially no.
Officially no.
Officially no. So therefore,
Officially no.
we will have to presume that mobiles were not allowed. So
Officially.
even if from center B, the question papers were leaked, how could it reach the examiners?
Milord, actually what has happened is this, that I would think, Milord, that it was essential for BPSC to have conducted an investigation as to what was the effect of this paper leak, Milord, on the other centers. Where is, Milord, that consideration? That consideration is missing. Now for them to...
There has been a paper leak, hasn't lead to the conclusion that the examinees also got access to the answers were to be written.
Yes, Milord.
Unless there is some specific proof, how should we...
Milord, we have made complaints about it. We made complaints about
What is the proof? We could have understood if in some other center, the examination starts at 2 o'clock. With the same set of question papers.
Yes, if
We could have understood.
Yeah.
But It's a 2-hour duration exam. Now the incident started after the question papers were distributed, right? Must have taken some time, 25-30 minutes time. Thereafter it must have been leaked. By the time it would reach the other examination centers, it would go to PM.
Like this is for us to assume.
And most importantly, you have to show, since you are the petitioner, you have to show that there is some evidence to the effect that the answers reach the examinees in the other centers. How do you do that?
So two things. Roughly at about after the papers were distributed, 12:31, on Twitter, Telegram, and WhatsApp, the papers are circulating widely. So those photographs of that circulation, we have filed it up.
Circulation might be there, Mr. Gonzalez.
Second,
How does it make a difference?
we are showing that we have videos. Videos taken from inside the examination, all while the examination. Students moving, students talking, students discussing at each other's tables.
Cheating.
Widespread. So we got a hold of some videos from.
Was it produced before the High Court?
Yes.
Was it produced?
Yes.
You have to show from the High Court judgment, or you have
Is it
videos in the pleadings.
No, is it reduced? I would like to take this. It's reduced here, yes.
No, here. The High Court.
Yes. And from videos from which center? The concerned center? Because sometimes the persons who were responsible for doing the exam, the DM and the examination center in charge, are now put in charge of the investigation. The same one. How would you get the truth of this?
Investigation that can be.
Yes.
Like the video clips are actually the High Court also takes note of it.
Where is that?
Yeah.
Lord, my instructions are it was given with the written submissions and that.
Sir, if you come to page 71, 103, Roman 7, the evidence offered by the petitioners for mass scale malpractice and paper leak are only Facebook and Twitter posts post the examination. This is what was produced.
That actually there were a number of writ applications, and we said that there were videos.
No, but these are findings on facts. What was produced before the court. We cannot overlook this.
Plus, these clips will have to be shown to the people in charge of the other examination halls. Not of this examination center, the other examination center.
And for this examination center, it was cancelled.
Yes.
My Lord, I don't think such a
Just 1 minute. Senior advocate. You pass on the instructions to the senior advocate.
I don't know 46.
Separate matter? Connected matter, but separate matter.
Yes.
Very good. Please hear. Yes, Madam Prakash and Mr. Gonzalez, show us where is this video that you are talking about. It is produced before the High Court.
I have a different point in a different petition once they're done.
Pertaining to the same examination.
Yes, these three are together.
Yeah, that it was given to them.
Go ahead.
But I'm also for one of the petition.
Another petition.
Yes.
My Lord, in my matter, the video one, it is item number 46 here.
Show us from the judgment.
In
In
Anand,
judgment, my Lord, actually, in judgment, that has not been considered, my Lord. That has not been
Very well. You find out from your petition where have you pleaded that you will be producing this particular video.
Yes.
Just find out.
in Anand
Yes.
legal, it is there with at page 112.
Because Anand legal.
Yes. Yes.
Page
My Lord,
112.
in my matter,
In your matter only, I am saying page 112. So we are ready to give.
my Lord, can I assist in my, because my matter is the basic paper.
Anand legal page 112.
No, my lord.
What is
In Anand Legal Aid Forum Trust, pay is
legal aid forum trust?
this is a trust, my lord.
Registered as meeting to start in the exam.
This is motivated by the these coaching centers.
No,
There's some public interest. Some public interest may be there.
No, my lord, I am
This is not step.
What is
It
the
is
coaching
a-
centers? What is the trust meeting and did you sit in the exam?
No, my lord.
What is this? Here when people are who are participating in the exam are there, why should we hear you?
Because, my lord, I have already moved before this.
On source of vested interest, no,
No, my lord, there is no vested interest, my lord, because firstly I went before this.
way, we can understand that for circumstances beyond the control of the public at large, they cannot move. And on their behalf, you are espousing their cause.
Yes, my lord.
But here, the agreed examinees are parties before the High Court. Why should we hear the task?
Before that, I moved before this one.
Locus standi is a normal principle. You must have the locus standi to come to court. You only relax it when the person is incapable of coming to the court. It is meant for the underprivileged. It is not meant for those who are capable of coming to the court. And so many people have come to the court. Galaxy of lawyers here. That we think there is dearth of representation.
No, my lord.
Then why should we entertain a person who does not have the locus standi?
I just want to make
You see, the standing doctrine is that normally it should not be relaxed. That's the settled law. It's not some interlopable profit, no, at a drop of a hat. Who are you? See, we have great suspicion about you.
No, my lord, I am.
See, all sorts of coaching centers are all behind you. When the people who are sitting in the exam are here before you, why should we hear a trust?
Page 60.
You have a better right than them.
Paragraph
Why should you have a better right than them? Relax the standing doctrine of locus standi. It's normally not to be relaxed unless it's an underprivileged, someone from jail who doesn't have the means to approach this court. This has become an industry, the public interest litigation.
Page 16 and paragraph 5, if your lordship will find.
Page 16 and paragraph 5 of what?
By way, that's a judgment. It gives up.
Page 16, paragraph 5.
By way of interlocutory application 2 of 25, the petitioner in the PIL sought permission to bring on record additional documents and video clips in pen drives. The necessary directions issued by the commission were also brought on record, which suggest that none of the important advisings, such as like opening of question papers, etc. What has been brought on record are various messages. Some of the students charged that there was a leak of question papers around 1 p.m. on the day, which was circulated through mobile phones, and at one of the centers, answers to the question were being announced from outside on loudspeakers. So this was the effect of the paper leak.
Huh? That center, it is only said one of the centers.
One of the centers.
One of the centers. Where is this center?
Concern center where the exam was cancelled.
Concern center where exam was
cancelled.
Yeah, that is in there.
Where is application number 2 of 25? Where is application number 2 of 25? What is stated there?
That is not
Whoever it is, if you are referring to this is not your document, madam. Therefore, you can't rely on it. You can't rely on it. If you don't have application number 2 of 2020.
I was only looking to assist your lordship.
Right.
Your lordship asked
But
me
this is not
whether
the-
there was any.
This is not the way.
I know.
This is
So
not
this is the answer to it, that there was a video clip which is being produced before the High Court. Now
First comes whether it was there. Second comes the point of authenticity. How much can we rely on such a thing? And what is the statement that is made in the basic pleading? That is IA. What has he said anything about the particular center? One of the center. What is that? One of the center?
But we could produce that earlier also.
Are the examinations held in a public garden that you can hear a loudspeaker? We have all been examinees. We normally sit in an examination center. Which is normally in a school.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Vinod, but Ground reality is completely something else.
So please show us then that center. Please show us that center is open. You can hear the loudspeaker.
We may not be aware of what is happening in one particular state.
Show us that it will not show
We
us
cannot
that center.
import our own knowledge there.
Show us that name of that
But
center.
show us what is the bleeding there.
Yes.
But we could show that, we could bring it on record.
No, you show us.
Right now, all that I wanted to show was that actually your laws very well as to whether these documents have been, video clips have been put into the item. We did
Show it to us. It can't be some exceeding. You have to show us the video clip. You have to show us the name of the center, where it was done, who was impacted. Anything can be invented. Madam, today in digital world, anything can be invented. You know that. Today you cannot believe what you are seeing, what you are hearing. We see that on a daily basis. See, you are not supposed to believe what you are hearing and what you are seeing. But that's a fact. Madam, please understand. That's a fact. It's a very serious matter.
Even this application does not seem to have been allowed.
Please file it if you have it. File it.
We bring it on record.
Bring it on record.
There's no doubt about it. Now, the one thing that I wanted to show, if your lordship will kindly see, what was the core issue before the High Court? If your lordship will kindly turn, to page 14. Or even 16, paragraph 4 on. Now, this is, instructs which is the matter. And adverting to the unfairness in the holding of examination, the petitioner whose locus has seriously been challenged has pointed out that the commission had issued notification such and such, such and such. So this is what they say. Now that is also their IA. There's no doubt about it, Milord. When we are concerned, we have said, Milord, paragraph 7, our writ. It's CWJC number 3.
Madam, this was Papu Kumar's signature.
Yeah, 360.
Show us from your petition what are things. First, let us see your petition.
Page, volume. Is in the IEM.
All the petitioners were asked to appear from the same center.
Not in the same center. They were in other center.
Let us see the petition. Let us see the.
We are from different centers.
You are from different centers. So let us see what were the hearings.
Yes.
Whether you have identified in which center what happened.
In the IEM, if your lordship will kindly see. Now, what?
Let us go to the petition. Why IA?
No,
First,
this IA, the writ petition.
let us see Papu Kumar's writ petition
The IA.
starting at 19. First, let us see if there is any foundation or not. 19.
Yes.
Paragraph 19, page 19 it starts. Where are the elements?
Yes. That it is stated that
Preliminary examination was conducted on 13, para 6.
6. 912 centers across the state of Bihar during the examination and such commotion ensued that the question paper had been leaked. Several candidates were not given the question papers. This was also a serious thing which the DM noted.
See, this is pertinent to Bapu. Now.
But several such other issues in the conduct of the examinations. At the center, approximately 1,200 candidates were present, of which several candidates staged a walkout and such. So we are talking about some of the candidates from the center reached to the office of the commission with the question papers that were unseen and indicating of the fact that the question papers had been already been
So
leaked.
these are all students or examinees who were assigned Bapu Pariksha Center.
This
Right.
is about that. Yes.
Right. Now come to para 7. Paragraph 7 also Bapu.
Yes. Paragraph.
Several irregularities in the conduct of preliminary examination at Bapu.
After this,
Now, number 8. Now let us see. Not only confined to Bapu, but also impacted 28 different centers. Very good. 28 centers. You give the names of 18 centers out of 28.
Yes. A detailed
Now what happened there? Let us see.
Yes. In 1 minute, no proper checking 10 minutes before question paper was given and it was collected 8 minutes late. So there was no proper checking in Muzaffarpur. In Sivan Milad, in room number 112 question papers were there.
Last column. It has nothing to do with the power leaking.
some other
other centers,
other center and other some irregularity according to them. No proper checking. Room number 112 question paper seal was
This
broken.
is our allegation.
right?
It has nothing to do with Baku getting.
We cannot concern about the person.
Right. Madam, in Patna High Court, is not an affidavit in support of the litigation required? Where is the verification of billings?
That's not been.
How does this deponent know what happened in Muzaffar? We would like to see how has he verified.
These were official complaints given to the helpline.
We would like to know how has he come to know if he is sitting in Muzaffar center, how does he know what has happened in Siwan center?
That is because the other candidates said
That has to be said in the Kirat portion that I have derived knowledge from this. Whether that was done or not, let us see. Where is the affidavit? That page is missing.
It's not there across any of our petitions.
I, Mr. Gopal, yes. It has to be there.
No, it should be. You're absolutely right.
it has to be there.
It's just 2 pages left.
Patna follows the Calcutta High Court model. Once in a matter before Justice S.P. Sinha, my client was bound to win, but I also knew and court also knew that he's a crook. So what to do? Justice Sinha was just trying to find out ways and means so that the petition can be dismissed. Lastly, he went to the affidavit portion. Mr. Dart, your client dismissed.
Don't say that I should think with the right down. Yeah.
We have not said that. This is just an experience that, therefore Justice Sinha coming from High Court of Patna, therefore, the billings have to be properly verified.
I know.
But it is not there. Now, how do we take it? When this has been properly verified and this is something which the court should accept.
One minute, may your lordship not consider.
We've given affidavits. No, our SLPs are supported by affidavits saying that.
Here, we will go to the basic documents. How?
That of course.
About 20 people have joined in one petition. That is why I asked whether it is from one center. Once Madam says they are from different centers, how would one examinee know what is happening in the other? He can be told by somebody who has, but for that particular has to be given. In such a matter, we would be asking for, we would be insisting for these formalities to be complied with. Such serious allegations you are raising without laying a proper foundation, it is not allowed.
Lordship, we consider one thing, that these complaints were...
Well, let them go ahead with the examination. If you succeed, you file proper documents.
One minute.
Yes.
There is one thing that your lordship will kindly consider if it appeals to your lordship, well and good, if it does not. Now here what has happened is, undoubtedly BPSC is supposed to hold the examination and supposed to hold it, professionally, ethically, in all fairness. Now how has the BPSC got proceeded? What has happened on 3/9/24, the timeline is important. BPSC issued an advertisement inviting. Then 9/12/24, a detailed SOP was issued. On 13/12/24, examinations were conducted in 912 centers and also BPP. Then there was large scale bungling or whatever, there was a ruckus there. On 14/12/24, the senior deputy collector submitted a report to the DM regarding the failure of law and order at BPSC centers on 13/12/24. Now, here, there was a definite allegation of paper leak. Now, on 15th, what happened was that BPSC holds a decision, if your lordship will kindly see, at connection P11. For second volume. Just 1 minute, Milord.
अभी वहाँ से म्यूटेड है, देखिए क्या होता है। आर्गूमेंट अभी चल ही रहा है, कुछ कह नहीं सकते हैं, बाकी देखिए क्या हो रहा है। जजेस, ऑनरेबल जजेस आर डिस्कसिंग द मैटर नाउ एंड ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट है प्लस एस्पिरेंट्स हैं एंड पेटिशंस हैं, सब अपने जगह पे हैं। लेट्स देम डू द आर्गूमेंट एंड दिस इज़ फॉर योर इन्फॉर्मेशन, अभी 101 लोग लाइव हैं। मैं बता दूं आप लोगों को
First
कि
page, if your lordship will kindly see, at page 633, that in the first paragraph itself it says what is the issue, etc., etc., Milad. Then in the second paragraph, जिलाधिकारी पटना द्वारा ऐसे ऐसे को सूचित किए जाने के बाद आयोग कार्यालय द्वारा परीक्षा केंद्र में विस्तृत प्रतिवेदन समर्पित करने का अनुरोध किया गया. Now, which is the center that they are asking for, Milad? This is BPP, Milad. जिससे प्रत्युत्तर में उनके द्वारा 15/12/24 को विस्तृत प्रतिवेदन समर्पित किया गया. उक्त समर्पित प्रतिवेदन की में प्रश्न पत्र वितरण से 10-15 मिनट विलंब होने के बाद बताई गई. साथ ही केंद्र निरीक्षक एवं सचिव से धैर्यपूर्वक एक बार परीक्षा में लेने हेतु अनुरोध किए जाने एवं विलंब के लिए अतिरिक्त समय दिए जाने की बात कहने के बावजूद भी कुछ अभ्यर्थी तथा द्वारा प्रश्न पत्र को टीएस बैग पूर्व से ही फटे होने की बात कहकर प्रश्न पत्र लीक होने के संबंधी अफवाह फैलाए जाने के कारण अन्य अभ्यर्थियों द्वारा परीक्षा में सच. So, Milad, this was the issue that the DM reported, Milad, that this was the paper leak, etc. No, if you're not
Rumor.
Yes, rumor. No. 1 minute, please. I know. You will have to have your turn, please. Milad, so what has happened is that the DM has said there was a rumor about paper leak. If I am an authority, what am I supposed to do, Milad? What is my responsibility? Now, if your lordship will kindly turn to the next page and look at the way it has been dealt, Milad, at page 634. उपर्युक्त वर्णित तथ्य जिलाधिकारी पटना द्वारा समर्पित प्रतिवेदन द्वारा आयोग स्तर पर की गई समीक्षा के क्रम में निम्नलिखित स्थिति उभरती है. प्रश्नगत बापू परीक्षा सचन सच सीसीटीवी की व्यवस्था बिहार विद्यालय परीक्षा समिति द्वारा की गई थी. केंद्र पर मजदूर आदि व्यवस्था की जिम्मेवारी पीएससीबी की थी. वी आर नॉट कंसर्न विद दैट. पदाधिकारी द्वारा दिए गए रिपोर्ट बापू परीक्षा परिसर में लगे सीसीटीवी कैमरा की फुटेज अध्यक्ष सचिन सच हुए विमर्श इत्यादि से स्पष्ट होता है कि बिहार विद्यालय परीक्षा समिति द्वारा उक्त केंद्र पर पर्याप्त मानव संसाधन, शिक्षक, बक्सा पहुंचाने के लिए मजदूर इत्यादि की कमी थी, जिसके कारण सभी कक्ष में समय पर प्रश्न पत्र के बक्से पहुंचाने में विलंब हुआ और कुछ परीक्षार्थियों को उपद्रव करने का बहाना मिला. ऐसा केंद्र द्वारा 12,000 की संख्या में परीक्षार्थियों की परीक्षा दी जानी थी. उस केंद्र पर बिहार बीएससीबी द्वारा परीक्षा आयोजन की आवश्यक अग्रिम तैयारियां एवं रिहर्सल किया जाना था, लेकिन इस संबंध में बीएससीबी के पदाधिकारियों द्वारा गंभीर प्रश्न की चूक हुई है. Now, who's responsible for this?
This is in that Bapu. That's all.
Yes.
Everything is in Bapu. Therefore, it was cancelled and therefore they have taken remedial action.
1 minute. Now, paragraph उसके बाद देखिए 3. ये हैरानी की बात है. बीपीएससी itself से ये हैरानी की बात है कि उक्त केंद्र से 10 स्टील ट्रंक जो पूरी तरह सुरक्षित एवं सील के लिए खोला तक नहीं गया था, वो भी दिनांक 13/12/24 के सचिन सच कार्यालय में वापस किया गया. So there were unsealed boxes also there. स्पष्ट से बापू now all the times.
I think you just said they were not open.
They were not even open.
So they are not unsealed. They are sealed.
They were
Use the expression unsealed.
some of them when they came for